Alright, people, what's up? It is 39:8, and we're gonna do some string manipulation in Java, yeah! So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the classic recursive string problem, and we're gonna do it in our famous pulse example file. So for main string args. Oh yeah, that's just C++ version. Okay. So reverse a string. So we need to let's ask the user for it. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, scanner, system in, I need to name the scanner, right? And then we're going to do system.out.print inputs a string to be reversed, and we're going to do string reverser poop, because that sounds fun. Oh wait, reverser poop, right, because Java. And we're gonna do reverser poop is equal to inputs.next string. I think that's a thing, I'm not sure, let's find out. So be Java C example.java find symbol. Okay, so it's probably not a thing. So how to get string inputs in Java? How do I get scanner in, enter next. I want string input, so scan.next. Oh, so just next. So I'm assuming this implies whatever is input. Oh, cool beans. Okay. So poopy doopy. Okay, so let's put out this. What is this? Reverser poop. Right, okay. Yay! Yep, okay, cool. So, we asked the user for a string, we're getting a string, and we need to reverse a string. So, what I usually do is, you should be able to iterate over a string. Yeah, I know I could do this recursively, and I'll probably do that in the next, like, couple minutes. So how to, actually, let's try it. So wait, what I think is going to happen is, so I have a string, and we need to find what's at the end of the string. So we're going to do for int I is equal to reverser poop dot size I minus minus. I is less than, I is greater than greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, and we're going to see out, we're going to print, it's something like the string name dot at I think. I don't think that's correct, but can't find simple symbol. So how to get the size of a string in Java? Oh, length. Okay, so that old string at. Okay, so how to get how to, what's it called? Print a string iteratively. Words. Okay. Permutations of a string using iteration. Substrings. Character array. See, I feel like you don't need to convert it to a character array because the string itself is able to be manipulated. Or that's what I've learned, because I wait a second. All permutations we do with the string. Oh, then it's doing all that stuff. Character any string. Oh, Java. See, if I was doing this in C++, I would have been done and been done the recursion and stuff. But that's the fun of learning. The fun of learning. So, okay, so it reads one character at a time. What the heck? Character at, oh, that wasn't on the screen. I was just trying to remember what it was. Something like this, right? Character at. Cannot find symbol. You're asking you to print method character at int. Oh, it's just car. Oh, this is okay. Lesson learned. Okay. Yes. Race car. Oh, out of bounds. Okay. So why is it out of bounds? So if you set an integer I to the length, which means if I have a string called poop, the string length poop.length should be equal to 3, right? Because 0, it starts index 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So you do 3, and then 2, 1, 0. Unless it's -1. Wait a second. Let's try something. Because if it's out of bounds... Oop. Oh. Yep. I was right. Okay. Why are these words all coming out the same? Man. That one didn't come out the same, and it's a word describing something that comes out the same both. Okay. That's, yay! So you reverse the string. Okay. So wait, if I do greater than, will that work as well? Because you're excluding the 0, right? Nope. It's 4, so if you go to 4... Oh, okay, because you're asking for the length, and length is characterized by not having an index at 1. So wait, if I do length is greater than 1, this should work. Or I'm just, you know, trying stuff out and seeing how this goes. Come on. Pop, 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 pop. String index out of range still. Huh. What does it give? Let's system out reverse the poop that length, and so we'll know this is -1, this is 0, this is gone, right? I believe that's correct. Yeah. 7. And that's 7. Poor Jew. Same. 7. So that means you're at 6, and while it's greater than 0, wait. Poor Jew, oh, it's missing one. Equal to 0. Because you have to include the index at 0, right? Does that make sense? So poop, e-poop, e-poo, what? String length minus, wait, what am I doing wrong? Character at I, because this is out of bounds, right? We learned this, right? What? I think I'm tripping. Because if you have recursive dot length, what am I doing wrong? Sorry, I must be tired because I feel like I just have this working, but it's not working anymore. String length. Okay, I feel like -1 is correct because it's asking for length, and that means it's excluding string length method. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It gives the length, which is +1, so -1. It should give the indices, and while, so for this, print out the last one, which is the last one, until you get to 0, right? Until you get to 0. So I believe this should work again. Oh my goodness, what am I... Are we on the... I don't... Okay. So this works. Yay. Okay, so to reiterate, hopefully this isn't an hour long like it used to be, or like it once was. Making good time. So, to reiterate, to learn, this is a comment explaining what's going on, which, for the record, you should always do in your programs because you don't want to, like, have any ambiguous stuff happen where it's like, oh, this program could be stolen, or this program could be plagiarized or something. So we imported the Java utility. I don't know, I'm all over the place probably because I'm tired, but always include a comment with your name and the day that you made it, the program, and the description, and then do your program. So we're importing the scanner utility for Java because we need to use a scanner to get input from the user, and then we're declaring our class, our file name, excuse me, and then we're doing public static void, we're declaring the main with a string parameter called args, which is a string, yeah, okay. And then we have the scanner input, a scanner named input, which is equal to a new scanner, so every time you call input, you get a new scanner. And then we have a string called reverser poop, and what we're doing is, oh, you know what, we didn't have to initialize that, that's weird. I remember, okay, for good measure, we always had to initialize that for last times, yeah. Okay, so, okay, so that works. Then we're printing out, we're prompting the user for input, and then line 15, we're getting the input.next, so the scanner is getting whatever is next, the next before the return. So everything before the user presses return, we're going to get whatever's in there. And then this right here is iteratively starting at the back of the string, which is reverse of poop the string name .length -1, because length is giving length excludes 0 and starts at 1, but when you iterate through but a string is indexed at 0. So length starts at 1 and index starts at 0, which means you're going to be off by 1 if you use just length by itself. And we include the 0 because we need to get to 0. And then we're printing out the string's character at I, which is the index that we're trying to find. So if I wanted to do this recursively, what would I do? So let's say public static recursion, you'd return the character. Let's see, recursive fatigue poop. No, recursive recursive, and we're going to get a string. I'm going to name it foo. And so, oh no, wait. Usually recursion is -1, n -1, right? So you want to plug the while. Man, I feel so dumb. Recursive function example C++. I'm gonna look at it in C++, so I feel like I'm actually doing it in Java. So void function, an integer counter. The recursion, this recursion is not infinite, assuming the past is a positive and when we input the. Oh, so dumb, dude. Okay, so we're gonna say void, and we're gonna do an integer of, actually foo is fine, and if foo is equal to 0, we're going to print, oh, you know what? I don't think this is actually correct, the way that I was going to do it right now. Because if I wanted to use it with something, I have to pipe to it, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll do it this way for now, and then we'll see about how to do it correctly. So, this is the iterative way, right? Iterative, reverse a string, z, narg, oh my goodness, okay. So, we're going to call recursive, and we're going to plug recursive poop into it, and we're going to plug ooh, I'm doing something wrong, wait. You're returning whatever you're trying to look for, so I guess I was right. You return a character. So we're going to let's try something cute. Okay. Where's the poop? Wait, I am all over the place. I'm so sorry. So if your end condition is met, print the 0th element. So system.out.print, and we're going to do the string of the character at and foo, right? Because that's what we're doing using as the index, right? This right here. Okay. So else system out print recursive reverse poop and foo -1. Yeah, I think that's correct. Let's find out. So we're going to first, is that correct? Int. Okay, so the recursive idea has to be in here. Oh, right, because you're calling the function itself and the else, and then the ending statement doesn't call itself again, so it should end. It should terminate, right? So we're going to call reverser poop. We're going to call recursive, and it's going to print. It's going to return a character, right? Because character at this recursive poop. Oh, I need a return statement. Wait, I don't. I am so bad at this. It's first time programming, guys. So yeah, cut me some slack. That should be correct, right? Because you're returning the function itself -1, so it keeps going, and then this would be return it'll just be the end, right? The end value. So need that, don't need that. So you're printing out recursive poop and reverser poop dot length -1. So this should work, I hope, because I'm gonna feel dumb. Okay. We need a plugin. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the C++ tutorial factorial, the recursive factorial, which just makes sense because it's calling itself until n is a certain, like right here. So let's say you put in 2, you'd say in factorial of 2. So if n is equal to 2, which it's not, it's equal to, if n is equal to 1, which it's not because it's equal to 2, it's going to go to the next statement, which is return n times factorial n minus 1. So then it'd be 2 times factorial of n minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, so n is 2 times 1, which is 2. But it's returning this factorial n minus 1, which is 1. So then it's going to come back over here and say, if n is equal to 1, which it is, return 1. So it's going to, 2 factorial is 2, because it's 2 times 1, which is 2. Math, yeah! Okay. Anyway, so what am I doing incorrectly? So that's the iterative, and this is the recursive, and what I need to do is, this is all correct, right? Because I'm prompting the user for inputs, I'm getting the input, and then down here, which I guess I'll move down here. So we have the string, and then we're printing a character of recursive of reverser poop. And we're plugging the string, and the string's length -1. So then it should come here, and it says, and just else, right? So else return recursive recursive poop minus foo minus 1. So it's returning a character. So wait, do I need to... I feel like this is one of those weird things where I have to change two values again, but I feel like that's incorrect. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna cheat. Reverse a string. Oh wait, no. Recursive Java example. Just factorial again. Let's see. The counter equals return, else print line this plus the counter, my method minus counter. Essentially what I'm doing though is okay. Let's just run through it because this is like one of my biggest weaknesses. Like, I always get so frustrated. Well, I'm not frustrated, I'm just like, I get so caught up in trying to like think, like forcing myself to believe that what I'm doing is right. As in, like, programming wise, like thinking, oh no, this should work correctly, right? Because this is my way and this should just work. And then I'll just like look up a bunch of Stack Overflow things until I can't find any more that support what I'm thinking. So then I'm like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just go through it and see what's wrong with it. And then I go through it and I find out what's wrong with it. And then I feel dumb because it's like, oh, why didn't you do that in the first place? So I guess we're going to do that right now. Okay, so... okay. So let's go through this. So we're getting this, we're getting that, and it's fine. It's the recursive function. So... okay. So the recursive function, we are printing to the screen a function that plugs in poop, the string, and the string's length minus 1, so we can get the indices of the string to reverse it. And what should happen is, if I have a string foo, and that, so we have foo, and reverser poop, and the string's length minus 1 is 2, because you're counting 0, 1, and 2. You should go to this function, right? And what should happen is you have foo, and you have the string, and then the foo, which is 2, right? So if foo is equal to 0, return that, which it's not going to do because it's 2, so else return recursive reverser poop foo minus 1. So this means if it's 2 and it's FOO, you're returning itself minus 1, and it's going to keep doing this until you get to the last letter. That's not right at all. You should return... Oh, it's only going to print once. Because... Okay, wait, that's wrong. See? I should just do this all the time, like when I'm wrong. Just go through it. I don't know, I just get so discouraged because it's like, oh, it should just work, which is stupid because obviously it's not, so. Okay. So, public getting tired. So you plug in, okay, so on line 18, it should print out a single character, right? It should print out the last character first. So it should come here, and we're going to print... No, it should do it by itself, right? Oh, you know what? Let's Yeah, let's, this is gonna work, but this is iteratively, I think. Or it seems like it. Foo. And then it's gonna return -1. But it should just work, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that works. So, what did I do incorrectly? Because the way I'm thinking is I shouldn't need this line. I shouldn't need that because it's going through, it should return a character. I guess that's technically correct because you need to print out whatever you're processing first, and then you return the recursive function -1 so that it goes to the next character to process. So I guess this is correct. So I guess we did it, guys. That's awesome. Cool. Iteratively and recursively. So we have iterative and recursive now. That's cool. And that's cool. Okay. We did it! Yay! Yay! It's 1:10. Okay. I think this video is like half an hour long, which is ridiculous still, so deuces, and I need to stop using deuces as goodbye because it is very immature and really gross. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this, and maybe I'll do some other Java stuff. I'll probably cut together another part of the video